Good day to you, lovely people. So I'm up here at my house, at the plantation house, the old great house, which I've occupied for, or been living in for 36 years. And I bought in the end. I actually first rented it and then I bought it. And so looking down on the future development, you can see that little blue hut and then the settlement down there. It's about from there to the settlement and then across to where that tree is and then up. So it's a big area. It's 120 acres and it's beautiful. I mean, today you can't see the view over the bay so much because it's kind of foggy in the distance. But this area is just, isn't this beautiful? I mean, here the hills all around. My little doggy, very, very sweet dog, and very, very well behaved. And then the remains of my house, which I'm hopefully will be able to build up with the funds from the development. So the sun is just about to come up over the hills. And so yes, and if anybody's interested in living in this beautiful paradise, I lived here for 36 years. I couldn't imagine a more beautiful spot to live in. I mean, this is it is just absolutely beautiful, this area. And then the beach is so lovely. I mean, just yesterday I had a comment on, somebody commented and said, oh, this is my favorite beach in Jamaica. And I so get that, because for me it's, I mean, sure I live here, but it's also my favorite beach because it just has, it's just so, it's so lovely, you know. It's just like, it's such a friendly atmosphere. It's well kept. Has lifeguards, it has parking facilities, it has everything. Unfortunately, I had a little bit of an incident the other day. I was down there and I was just walking around videoing, and normally I never have a problem there. And then one vendor, he suddenly got into my face and like, oh, I'm gonna mash up your camera and so on. And I didn't really even pay him too much mind. I thought he was like it was more of a joke and so on. But in the end, I posted the video, and then he got really mad and he said, I have to take down the video and whatever. Sure, I took it down, but people don't realize that, you know, it's basically, you have the right to video in public, and because if, like, according to him, that, I mean, he said, oh, I could be a wanted man or something like that. Yeah, but wanted man could be walking everywhere. I mean, that means you can't video anywhere, you know. In public spaces, you can video, yeah. And if you don't, like, call out somebody or like really invade his privacy by focusing in on him, or just, you know, whatever, it's just a normal stroll through the area, and you just, if he would have just kept his corner and just everything would have been fine. But no, because he suddenly started deciding to come into my face and get all shirty about it, and it's just not how it is. I mean, if you don't want anybody to ever video, then you better just not go into a public space. Yeah, that's what I say. I mean, like, it is everybody's right to take videos. I mean, if that wasn't the right, then we couldn't take any more videos where any people are on there? It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, yeah. And it's just so sad that, you know, some people just, like, feel that they just need to make a big thing about it. I mean, I took down the video. I'm not gonna like. I mean, by right, I think I could have left it. I mean, I'm sure that I could have left it up there. I couldn't have done much about it. But it's just, you know, what do I say? It's just you have these little incidents sometimes, and it's basically sad because I mean. You know, I just spent money with him the week before, and then I said, "Well, you know, I'm a customer of yours. You know, you could handle me a little better." And what? When you spend money with me? Well, I don't know how much money I have to spend with somebody to be their customer. In my eyes, if I spend even $1 with somebody, I'm their customer. Yeah. But apparently, I have to spend millions or something to be their customer. I don't know how it goes. Anyway, so. It's just a bit sad that these little incidents happen. So anyway, back to this. Yeah, as I said, if you guys are interested in owning a beautiful piece of land for a very, 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 very reasonable price, because basically, I mean, I'm actually selling my lots for about 10% of the going prices down here because they are so through the roof and so crazy. So, I mean, this is your opportunity to come into this area, and we're so blessed here in this area. I mean, you know, the whole country is now under drought condition. Look at this here. Look how green it is, everything, you know. I've had one terrible drought. I've experienced one that was after Ivan. It was like 6 months of really, really terrible drought. And even then, the river, my river on the property, and the Bluefields, and basically that's part of the Bluefields River, they were still pushing out water. There was no, you know, I've never seen those that Bluefields River dry out or something like that. In 36 years, I've never happened to. So, come and live here in this beautiful paradise called Bluefields. And please, somebody actually checked me yesterday and said, I sent you a comment, I sent you a message on TikTok, and I extra looked again, I couldn't find it. So, my number is 1-876-869-9212. Call me, send me a WhatsApp, and have a wonderful day.